closer you get to the truth, the simpler it gets.
You can't handle the
10 simple truths that will accelerate your career. Let's see. Oh, this video is sponsored by Squarespace. No one cares what you can do. Everyone cares what you can do for them. Okay? It's not what you say, it's not what you do, it's how you make them feel. I mean, that's a little contradictory.
And nuanced.
But maybe that's the point. No one cares what you can do, they care what you can do for them, but they don't care what you can do for them unless you're making them feel good while you're doing it. It's a little both. It's a paradox. I'm tracking. 2, Alex Banks. Time, energy, and attention are your 3 finite resources. Use them deliberately. Every time you waste them, they disappear forever. This one actually, here's the issue with this one. Let me tell you the issue. We as millennials, and I think Gen Zers, I think we all have a major aversion. Like, we're super scared of wasting time, and that ends up making us basically lazy. Since we don't want to waste time, we never take the time to do the trial and error necessary to become professional, to put in the 10,000 hours. You know what I'm saying? I think that one's a slippery slope. You're gonna have to waste some time in order to become absolutely amazing. You gotta redefine what it means to waste time. That's where I'm at with number 2. Alex Banks, number 3, I'm still tracking. Don't criticize, ask questions. Instead of telling them what they did wrong, ask, why did you do it this way? Let them discover the fault so it's more palatable for them and they'll see the problems themselves. I'm 100% in. I'm down with that one. If your habits are great, you will be too. Every decision you make shapes the future you. That was a little rhyme action. That was a little poem. Build daily systems to make the outcome inevitable. Daily systems have been daily systems are the most elusive white elk antelope I've ever heard of in my life.
The elusive mark.
But I agree, you need them. It's just, for people like me with ADHD, it's very hard to do. Daily systems are boring. It's I don't want a daily system. I want to do something different every single day, bro. That's a hard one to swallow. The obstacle is the way, straight up. That's a great book too. You should read that book. The journey to the destination is the reward. That one's become a cliche. Find the joy in the journey. Anytime there's alliteration and a little JJ there, yes, I agree that if you can learn to just love doing the work, that is a huge, great thing to do. It's just hard to do. Oh, fall in love with the process. Hey, same. Be careful with your words. Never underestimate the weight your compliments and criticisms hold. Understand the impact of the things you're saying, both in positive and negative light. Praise specifically. Criticize generally. Okay, I'm down, bro. Yeah, I'm in on that one. I love that. Oh, this video is sponsored by Squarespace. Squarespace is your one-stop shop on the internet to build a website. It's how you can sell your products and services. You can schedule appointments right in the scheduling integration, host your portfolio there, start a blog, SEO your stuff up. The templates are absolutely fantastic, make you look like a pro. If you want to try it out, go to squarespace.com/CodyWarner and get a free trial. And then when you're ready to buy, use the code CodyWarner to get 10% off your first purchase. Squarespace, thanks again. Trust is gained in drops, but lost in buckets. Ooh, you have a finite amount of influence. Choose wisely where you apply it. I like to call that social capital. Every time you ask for something, you're spending some of your social capital. Keep that in mind. It can be wasted foolishly. Influence is acquired slowly over time through building confidence. Be intentional with how you persuade. Okay, in the context of career, I'm just gonna actually disagree on this one. I think you just gotta I think you got infinite shots. Just take shots and ask for things and do stuff and some people are gonna get annoyed and then other people are gonna get they're gonna resonate with it. All right, Alex, number 7, first one I disagree, but I love you for putting it out there and that's awesome. That's not a criticism, that's a praise. Build relationships by exposing vulnerability. Strength is found when you open up and embrace your vulnerabilities. Give without expectation. You'll build the relationship as equals. Give without I think it's extremely hard to give without expectation, especially in career. Capitalism, generally there's gotta be some sort of value exchange, and to kind of pretend like there's not starts to feel disingenuous. So be careful with that one. I see where you're coming from. It's just, I feel like everybody's got an expectation and it's okay to just kind of put that on the table and be like, yeah, this is what I want. I am very happy to help you get what you want, and Let's see where it goes. You don't control when things get hard, but you always control how you respond. No matter how bad a situation gets, you always have the freedom to choose how you react. Straight up. That's what's that guy's name who wrote the book on that? It is called Man's Search for Meaning, the classic tribute to hope. Viktor Frankl. Highly recommend as well if you have not. His whole thing is like that you can never take away how I think about myself and my situation. That's a pretty legit book. Number 10, quick note. Alex, next time you do this, do it in descending order. This should be number 1, because people get intrigued by like, well, I gotta, if I'm at 7, I gotta get down to number 1. You know what I'm saying? Stop looking. Ever notice when you start looking for something, you rarely find it? Stop. It may find you. It's going to be a hard pass for me on that one, bro. But again, I'm just thankful. I'm glad you put it out there. I think you should look for exactly what you want. Like seek and you shall find. You know what I'm saying? Ever notice when you start looking for something, you rarely find it? No, I haven't noticed that. No, when I started looking for stuff, that's when like my life got interesting. So I'm going to go hard pass on 10. I'm going to say you look for stuff hard. Like you just keep looking. But, obviously be down with the serendipity that comes when you weren't even looking. Like, you let it go. And maybe that's what you're getting at. The world is abundant. I don't need this thing that I'm looking for. I don't need it. It's out there. It's coming to me. I'm attracting it. Maybe you're going a little bit. Maybe that's where you're going, which I can dig that. It's just like you're putting it out there and you're seeing what comes to you. Okay, maybe I'm back in on 10. I'm not sure. Follow the Alex Banks if you want more threads to help your business and life. Alex, banger thread, dude. I'd give it at least a 7 out of 10. And I was very inspired reading it. Thank you for making me think about my life and career.